Hello guys, it's TZK, and today I'm going to be showing you how to earn the most XP out of your Killing Floor 2 matches. I'm going to be showing you some simple yet effective tricks to get some bonus XP against Zeds and level up much faster to allow you to prestige, or if you want to get to the max level, then this guide will show you how to do it. Now some people will probably be like, oh, but the game's dead, no one plays it anymore, why are you making a guide? Well, the reason why I'm making a guide is because some people actually do play this game in 2023, and some people may have actually started playing Killing Floor 2 in 2023, so they'll have no idea what they're doing, they'll have no idea how to level up, which is why I want to make this guide today, just because I want to explain to people, both new and experienced, how you can earn just a little bit more XP. So without further ado, let's get into it. Now, one of the most obvious ways you can do this is by playing endless mode. Everyone does this method, they just play endless mode and just get to as high of a round as they can. And you do get some really good XP. Every 5 waves you will get a boss round, which will give you about 2000 XP. Every time you kill a boss, and each time the game does get harder. So endless mode, it starts off from normal difficulty, and every 5 rounds it will go up to hard, and I think it's about every 10 rounds it goes to suicidal. But if you set the endless mode to a higher difficulty like suicidal, then you can play normal difficulty whilst having suicidal difficulty Zeds, and that will actually gain you some more extra XP. So it is a little bit easier for those people who don't know how to play Suicidal or Hell on Earth. You can actually learn how to play Suicidal or Hell on Earth by just doing that. Also, there's special rounds in endless mode, such as Pandemonium, where you have to fight a bunch of flesh pounds, Up and Decay, where the Zeds will fly up in the air and decay, even Bobble Zeds. You basically get loads of special rounds and you can earn quite a lot of XP from it. Another way which I like to level up my perks is by playing survival mode, which is probably the most obvious thing in the world, but simply select a long game, go on any map, and just get XP from killing Zeds. If you're really experienced at the game, I'd recommend Hell on Earth. Although the only problem is if you've only just prestiged, or if you're level 0, then you might struggle at first because you're going to be level 0 and you don't have any skills or like any bonuses on your perks, so maybe select a lower difficulty at first. That's what I would recommend. Like, select a lower difficulty, then when you get to about level 10 or 15, then select a higher difficulty. Just because Hell on Earth on level 0, it's not fun. Now, another trick that you can do with survival and endless mode is sometimes you will get area security missions where you have to stand in the middle of an area and secure it. I would recommend doing these as it does actually give you some really good XP. So for example, if you've got an area security worth 400 Dosh, you will get about 400 XP or something a little less than that. Securing areas will give you quite a good lot of XP, although if you're level 0 or underneath level 10, then you might struggle depending on the difficulty. And even if you don't fully secure the area, you do still get some really good XP. And you do earn some Dosh as well, which will help towards getting your endgame guns much faster. Another way which I like to level up is by using the perk exclusive features. For example, in support, you can weld doors and get XP for it. It's not very much XP, mind you, it's only about 8 XP per door that you weld, but it will eventually add up, and I'd recommend doing it for the lower level support, but if you like level 20 support, I wouldn't really recommend it, as it doesn't really make much of a difference. But if you're a level 0 support, looking to level up quickly, then welding doors would probably be the best idea. I'd recommend leaving one Z until the end and then just run around welding doors. Make sure not to weld the door between you and the trading pods, you want to get there quickly obviously, but welding doors for support does help. Also, another perk good for leveling up is the medic, as you not only get XP for killing Zeds, but you also get XP for healing players. So playing multiplayer will help. It helps you to get bonus XP for healing players. Every perk in Killing Floor 2 has its bonus XP. If you actually click on the perk section, you can actually see like what things you need to do to level up. Like next to your perk level, there will be like a little checklist to like say you need to heal a player or weld doors to get extra XP. You don't actually have to do it to level up. It is optional, but it does help actually leveling up the perk. Speaking of multiplayer is actually another good way to earn XP. If you got some friends who are level 25, then I'd recommend that you play on like Suicidal or Hell on Earth. Even if you're level 0, it still helps you to get that XP. Even if you're getting carried by a level 25 team, you'll still get some really good XP. If you manage to see it through to the end where you kill a boss, you will get some really good XP. And it's just a really quick way of leveling up, especially if you're a medic. Like I said before, you can heal players and it will just level your perk up so much faster. Not to mention you're also dealing damage. It's just so easy to level up the medic. My only problems with multiplayer on online is you might get kicked for being a low level. Some people are a bit particular about their team. So if you're a low level, they might not really want you on there, and you might not have any use for the team as you're going to be like level 0 and not going to have any skills, so you're probably not going to be able to contribute very much. But if you end up finding a nice server, then I'm sure they will like help you out, because most of the servers I've been on, they've been very helpful. Like I've been like level 10 on one server and they didn't even kick me, they just let me do my thing. Like, for example, in my medic footage, I'm level 12 or something, and, you know, they still let me in. So there's some nice servers, but you do get the occasional picky person who doesn't like low levels, so just look out for those. And I would recommend being like level 10 plus if you were to play on like an online server. So I'd recommend you play a few games offline to get to your level 10 before you do online. Just so then you can at least help the team out and you at least stand a chance against Zeds. Because the more players, the more Zeds there are and the more health they're going to get. So having your skills unlocked for that perk will benefit you greatly. My next tip to level up quickly on Killing Floor 2 is I would recommend you play objective mode, because you do get XP for completing missions like escorting the robot from one end of the map to the other. Although it is a little bit tedious and can be annoying for some perks, which are like level 0, it does get you some XP in the end. It's about the equivalent to securing an area in like a survival map. So it does actually give you some good XP. However, if you're level 0, then you might struggle at first. But if you keep running away and like healing and then go back, you should be fine. The only problem with objective mode is that there's very little maps due to the actual mode being abandoned by Tripwire. So you don't really have very many choice of maps, so it might get a little bit boring. But it does provide you some really good XP, although some tasks are pretty repetitive. I would honestly recommend it for leveling up, as you do get some bonus XP. Finally, my last tip for leveling up faster is by playing Training Floor. This is basically like a training simulation. It's for new players, but you can also use it to get some XP from it. Basically what this does is it levels your perk up from 0 to 1 when you complete it. And for those players who have done it before, you can just skip all the dialogue and just get through the wave. And you can actually earn some easy XP. Like you can literally just level your perk up from 0 to 1 without really needing to do very much. However, the only issue is that it doesn't really give you very much XP. Like if you're playing survival mode on level 0, you can level up quickly that way, and you can even level up to level 2 and 3, whereas with basic training it only gives you level 1 and then you have to start a new game. So I mean, as much as this is good, I wouldn't really recommend doing this. Although if you want to get some quick XP, I suppose you can do it, and if you're new to the game then you can also play this mode just so you can learn the basics of Killing Floor 2 and like get practice if need be. I wouldn't recommend this if you're on like level 20 or above. As you can see, my Firebug, I don't get very much XP with it because I'm already level 20. So I wouldn't really recommend doing this, but if you want to get some quick XP, then yeah, this one will be for you. Alright, and that is where I'm going to leave the video. Basically, to sum everything up, I would recommend you play Endless mode on a higher difficulty. That way you earn XP, and you start from normal and work your way up to Hell on Earth. So if you do Endless Hell on Earth, you at least get some Hell on Earth XP, even if you play normal mode. And you get experience playing Hell on Earth, and you can practice Hell on Earth and even know when Zeds hit you and your drop rate. I would also recommend survival mode. You can play long games and earn lots of XP. And then you secure areas, gain XP for holding off Zeds, and also bonus XP for holding areas. You can even play multiplayer, although I'd somewhat recommend it because it depends on the server and who runs it. Because like I said before, they could kick you for being like level 0. Whereas if you play objective modes, you do get some good XP from that, and I would recommend objective mode. Although, like I said before, the tasks can get boring and repetitive. But in the end, it's really up to you guys what you want to do. Those are just some of the ways which I found out you can get XP from. Even doing things like welding a door for support can get you extra XP, even if it's not very much. Just basic things like those, they can just get you that little extra bit of XP, which allows you to level up much faster. But anyway guys, this is where I'm going to end the video here. Thank you for watching. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.